Estonia. A country of roughly 1.3 million people located in northeastern Europe. The country was technically founded in 1918 after the defeat of the Germans in World War I. After a war of independence with the neighbor we all know, they secured their territorial integrity in 1920. Thus was born the First Republic of Estonia. Estonians inherited a country devastated by war and struggled with the collapse in export prices during the Great Depression, the logistical problems of being a new democracy in that era, and finally 1930s-style authoritarianism. After a tumultuous 5 years in World War II, 25% of the population was gone. Estonia, along with all the other Baltic countries, were controversially, to say the least, annexed into the USSR in late 1944. Things stayed that way until the restoration of independence in 1991 after the Baltic Way, which I visited the monument to in Tallin, and the Singing Revolution. Anyways, after buying a flight ticket, which was only $200 by the way, and a 4-hour delay for which I was issued a $9 digital refreshment voucher, I finally arrived at London Heathrow with just enough time to snap this cool pic in front of Tower Bridge, then catch my connection at Gatwick. Originally, I was intending to make a travel vlog on the culture and history of the region, but I quickly realized that neither my equipment nor research was very good, and then I ended up saying ignorant things like this.
So this is my little hostel in Estonia. One room cost me €25 a night, whatever, like a little less than $30. So can't really complain about the prices over here.
Help! Help! Help me! So don't be like me, kids. Actually do your research. So I decided to deconstruct the trip through other means. Anyways, the next day I made my way through nondescript streets to grab a coffee and a pastry from this cool shop that had pictures of dogs on the wall. Soon after, I realized just how beautiful this place could fucking be, yet ugly at the same time.
Look at the size of this one, dude. This is just ridiculous.
After this, I made my way towards the center of the city, checking out all the uniqueness that Europe has to offer in this cool park that surrounds the old town. And let me tell you that Tallinn is just gorgeous. It's incredibly well preserved as the street layout in some places has stayed the same since the 13th century, and the town walls have remained for about 500 years. And safe to say, the winters here are long, so in the summer, the city feels incredibly alive. There's also over fucking 17 hours of daylight, which is nuts. I'd wake up and it's fully daylight, but it'd only be like 6 a.m. I don't know how these Estonian chads deal with these fluctuations, because that's crazy, and there's still over a month left until the solstice. When I was walking around, I learned it was Tallinn Day as well, the 778th anniversary of Tallinn being granted city status. Coincidentally enough, there was a concert being headed up by Kristjan Järvi, famous contemporary Estonian composer who was brother to Paavo. Paavo was the music director of my local Cincinnati Symphony until 2011. Safe to say everybody was having fun. You sort of have to when the winters are so long out here, you know? And there are tons of parks in Tallinn, man. The city is very, very green. There are plenty of places to kick back, relax, catch some sun, or engage in some recreational activities. The next day I went to this coffee shop slash roaster. It was a cozy little spot playing records, selling products made from waste materials in the coffee making process, among other things. I also meant to go to this spot next door that sells coffee and books line the wall, but I guess another time. But I highly recommend you stop in this area of Tallinn if you visit. Next I took a stroll along Tallinn Bay, found this old dude here, and then started walking into town. I started walking in this general direction when I heard saxophone coming from a side street, and I was like... So I started walking in that general direction, and it turned out to be 2 5 or 6-year-old Estonian kids playing outside. And they sounded really good, man. But the kid was a little nervous when I started recording, but he sounds great. I noticed that the streets were starting to get packed. People selling food, pastries, tons of families walking around. And then I started to see these yellow flags, and I remember being told that it was Kalamaya Days, basically a block party in the neighborhood once a year. So there's tons of street food, people open up their backyards and gardens to the public, and they might have music, and they might sell alcohol or food. It's a really unique event, and I was insanely lucky to be able to experience it. Again, I didn't plan this like at all. I only came on this date because of the price of the flight ticket and my general interest in the region, you know? Also, shout out to this band that played as well. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their name, but they were pretty dope too. Definitely check out the Teleskivi district as well. It's worth it just to see the art, but there are also tons of restaurants and bars, etc. all over the place. It's a trendy place for sure. I don't really want to think about how expensive it is for the locals to live there. I just kind of want to walk around and enjoy and observe the place, you know? It's right next to the main train station, so you'll easily be able to find it. I also ate my first khachapuri at this Georgian restaurant that Gatsu recommended. It's literally just cheese and bread with an egg on top, but god damn if it's delicious. You gotta hit up my dude Georgi's restaurant if you're ever in town. Man, and their buses and trams were just so good as well. Shout out to the Tallin public transit. It's fast, cheap, and easy to pay for and runs very frequently. The city is flat, so it's very walkable, but this makes it so much easier to get around. It's also free for residents of the city as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. It took a while to make as it's my first time editing footage like this, and it's just me if you didn't notice. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smash the like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I also set up a Buy Me a Coffee account if you're interested in supporting me financially for more and better content. My goal is to release one video a month in the same style of all the countries that I spent a decent amount of time in. Next up, I spent time with some of my Latvian friends. I traveled to his home in eastern Latvia where things kind of went off the rails a little bit, and I can't wait to share with you. Anyway, until next time, and see you in the next video.